Hello and welcome to this video presentation that will be accompanying Bridgewater College's exhibit, State of Change, Civil Rights in the Virginia Constitution. This video will discuss some primary sources of the exhibit as well as give a brief overview of the website and graphic design work. Our first primary source is that of a slave receipt from October of 1856. The only discernible information is that the amount paid was $1,075. Our second primary source is a voter registration slip from 1905 to Samuel Ray. Samuel Ray was an African-American schoolteacher in Rockingham County. This was after the ratification of the 1901 Virginia Constitution, which put in several Jim Crow laws that repealed many things in the 1868 Virginia Constitution. The poll tax Samuel Ray had paid was $4.50, which in today's money would be $141.89. Our third primary source is the Act of Kings. This booklet was published in 1868 that was part of Lost Cause literature. The Lost Cause was an ideology that the Civil War was a heroic cause for the Confederacy. This booklet was a satirical piece, mocking the Union and trying to display the federal government as a tyrannical power. Lost Cause literature was very prominent after the Civil War and continued heavily until the turn of the 20th century. Lost Cause attitudes still persist today in some parts of the South. Another piece of Lost Cause material, this poster board has images of the Dixie Girls and a ribbon from 1909. Dixie Girls were dedicated to honoring the South through strong female involvement. The group from the image is from Newmarket, Virginia. This pamphlet about sit-ins was published by CORE, or the Congress of Racial Equality. CORE issued a series of pamphlets in the 1960s. This one details on how to properly conduct sit-in demonstrations. Our final primary source is that on SNCC protesters. The Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, or SNCC, was a student-led organization that had a commitment to civil rights. The caption in this image reads, "SNCC workers showing a Danville youngster how to protect himself from a policeman's club."
Now let's transition to talking briefly about the web design for the exhibit found on the library's website. This design emulates a vertical timeline to match the nature of the progression from enacting the first Virginia Constitution in 1776, even before the nation's signing of the Declaration of Independence, to the most recent iteration of the Constitution in 1971 and even beyond. Each entry on the timeline can be clicked to see the interpretive text that is associated with the time period. For example, when we select Introduction to the Virginia Constitution, we can learn more about the Constitution and view relevant primary sources. If you'd like to examine the primary sources more closely, you can click on them to see them larger and even zoom in further. If you'd like to return to the homepage, you can click here, or if you'd like to see more of the exhibit, the navigation feature on the left uses the same timeline structure as the homepage to help you move throughout the different time periods. The final page of the website provides links to books in the library's collection that provide more information on the Virginia Constitution and explores the civil rights movements of yesterday and today. To visit the website, you can simply go to bit.ly/Virginia50.
Now let's transition to talking about the exhibit's graphic design elements. This seal was designed to mirror the original seal on the Virginia flag. The seal is a modernized perspective, including graphic adaptations. Most notably, the man in the center of the seal has been changed to symbolize the increasing diversity of our nation.